Hello friends, today we are going to review the Philips HD 4928/01 by cooking different items on this induction stove. I had already done an in-depth review of this stove earlier which covers the complete technical details of this stove. The link to the in-depth review is provided in the description as well as to the right top of your screen. I am not going to cover any technical details of this induction stove in this video, and this video is purely on cooking items on this stove. I am using this stove for the past 2 years and observed no issues so far. First, I shall show you on how much time this induction stove takes to completely boil water. Let's go ahead and watch. As you can see, I switched on the stove, selected the manual option. By default, in the manual option, the stove is set at 1000 watts. Let's see how much time the stove takes to boil water at 1000 watts. As you can see, it's almost 5 minutes now. The induction stove timer started at 2 and now it is at 1:55. The water started boiling. Let's wait and watch how much time this induction stove takes to completely boil the water at 1000 watts. As you can see, it's 8 minutes now and the water is boiling hot. This induction stove took 8 minutes to boil water at 1000 watts. Now, let's see how much time this induction stove takes to boil milk. This milk is from a cold milk packet which is taken out from the fridge and poured into the stainless steel container. You can see the mist formed at the bottom of the container which indicates that the milk is really cold. Let's initially boil the milk at 500 till the milk becomes warm, and after that we shall increase it to 1000 watts. It's 3 minutes now. The milk is boiling at 500 watts. As you can see, the mist at the bottom of the steel container is no more. We can assume that the milk is warm now. Let's go ahead and increase it to 1000 watts and see how much time does it take to boil the milk completely. As you can see, it's almost 8 minutes now. The milk is boiling. The induction stove timer started at 2 and now it is at 152. The first 3 minutes the stove was set at 500 watts to warm the cold milk. Once the milk is warm, we increased it to 1000 watts. As the milk is boiled, let's decrease it to 500. Even in 500, the milk is boiling. Let's set it at keep warm, which is 120, and see how the milk is kept warm. As you can see, when we set to 120, the milk boils for some time and then stops and then boils again. This is how keep warm function works. Now let's go ahead and prepare dal. We have added all the required ingredients in the cooker. The cooker is Prestige Poplar 3 liters induction bottom cooker. Let's see how much time it takes to cook dal in this stove. As you can see, the stove is set to manual and by default in manual mode, the stove is at 1000 watts. I have left it at 1000 watts. It's almost 10 minutes now and the first whistle has not yet come. The stove timer started at 2 and now it is at 150. The stove is set to 1000 watts. Now it is almost 14 minutes and we got the first whistle from the cooker. Please do note that the stove is at 1000 watts for the past 14 minutes. Now it is almost 16 minutes and we got the second whistle from the cooker. Now it is almost 18 minutes and we got the third whistle from the cooker. Let's reduce it to 500 and keep it like that for some more time. As you can see, the dal is completely cooked. It took around 18 minutes to get 3 whistles when the induction stove is set at 1000 watts. Let's go ahead and cook tadka for the dal. The whole tadka cooking is set at 500 and the vessel used is a copper bottom steel vessel. Let's add the tadka to the dal. Now let's go ahead and cook rice. In the rice cooking process, initially the stove is set at 1000 watts and when the rice was boiling high, reduced and increased as per the requirement of the cooking. Please go through the video to have a look at it. Do note that I always cook in manual mode as I keep changing the temperature as per the requirement and never use the other preset modes in the past 2 years. The rice is completely boiled now and it took around 20 minutes for the same. Now let's cook dosa on a cast iron tawa. The cast iron tawa doesn't have completely flat bottom like an induction bottom tawa. Due to that, the heat transfer takes time between the stove and the cast iron tawa. I am showing it here to let you know that we can use cast iron pans on this induction stove. If you are planning to use this stove on cast iron utensils, make sure that the cast iron utensils you are using are completely flat at the bottom like an induction bottom tawa or like the bottom of a flat steel vessel. As you can see in the video, the cast iron pan keeps moving freely on the stove, which indicates that the contact between the stove and the cast iron tawa is very less. Now, let's cook dosa on an induction bottom tawa. As the induction bottom tawa is completely flat, the contact surface for the induction bottom tawa is more when compared to cast iron tawa or pans. With this, the review has come to an end. Please like my video if you like my review. Please find the Amazon product link in the description. Please do post your queries as comments. Please do like, share and subscribe my channel for further interesting reviews, updates and videos. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.